For decades, the United States of America has been a leader in higher education for students around the world. The USA has the largest international student population, with over 1 million students choosing to study abroad in its borders. This accounts to about 5% of the nation's total number of college students.
Following the passage of the Immigration Act of 1965, which removed national origin quotas, students from Asian countries began to predominate in international student enrollment. Many Asian students note a fundamental difference in the education system in their home countries versus the USA, in which they are used to a system that is largely predetermined and less flexible, which is largely different to the education many universities and colleges promote in the United States. While it is important to note neither system is superior, it is a factor in why such large numbers of international students leave their home countries to receive an education in the United States.
Outside of Asian countries, students that choose to come to the United States to further their higher education note the huge amount of choice compared to their home universities, with over 5,000 colleges and universities to choose from, ranging from Stanford in California, UT Austin in Texas, to right here in Middlebury College in Vermont.
To get a better glimpse at international student life here at Middlebury College, we have interviewed 4 first-year students.
Hello, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me and just discuss a few questions I have for you. Before we start, I just have a pretty broad question, and it's just, why did you come to America to further your education?
Because the education in America is better than any education we could have gotten in Honduras. And I chose Middlebury College because of their language program and because I wanted a small community so I could focus on my studies.
I was kind of like restricted by Indian education, so through my high school I took like just plain science courses. Coming to the US allows me to do more things beyond just studying science.
I felt like America offers a better array of choices. I knew I wanted to study abroad, but I narrowed it down to the US because I felt like liberal arts kind of school intrigued me.
What are your biggest challenges as an international student?
I think the biggest challenges are going back to home and then realizing all the differences, like the support systems that exist in Middlebury do not exist in Honduras.
Give some examples of that.
We don't have counseling, like schools don't have counseling in Honduras.
As an international student, I mean, sometimes it's like a lot of people here like know each other sometimes, or like, you know, they can just relate to each other better, but like once I've come here, I found it easier to interact with people from like all countries, like not only from the United States, like people from other places.
It's more about common interest. It's more about you as an individual. I don't think people group themselves according to their nationalities, so I think that's a very good thing.
The best universities in Honduras are public, but they're on strike for like 4th of the year. The fact that in America the semester always comes to an end as opposed to semesters getting canceled in Honduras is a huge difference.
Yeah. And so you would say attending Middlebury has overall been pretty positive for you?
It has, because it's provided me with greater knowledge. Overall, just a good community in which I feel like I contribute and at the same time benefit from.
But what role do you think diversity has in a college education?
I think colleges, aside from academics, should be centered about learning about oneself, and to learn about oneself, you can do that by learning about others. And what better way to do that is to learn other cultures, learn from other people, learn what other people live like. It makes you question what is correct, what is incorrect, what other people think.
Diversity is mostly important for building connections. It's like you meet all these people and everyone's from different backgrounds. And you realize that like, oh, we're not all from the same place. We all have different experiences. And those experiences are what like makes people unique, and at the same time learn about their culture without having to visit.
With more institutions of higher education than all of Europe combined, it is unsure when the massive influx of international students to America will stop. But one thing is for certain. The international community, harbored in America and at Middlebury specifically, is one of diversified ideas, personal growth, and endless opportunities.